It is a major initiative inside Ontario's schools. The province has started proactively testing staff and students in COVID-19 hotspots, regardless of whether or not they are showing any symptoms. And the results released from a school in Toronto's East End this weekend surprised both parents and leaders. In Ontario, it is the very first school to undergo asymptomatic testing, and it has resulted in an outbreak. Of the 433 staff and students tested at Thorncliffe Park Public School, there were 19 confirmed positive cases, 18 students and 1 staff member. 14 classes have been asked to self-isolate.
This is probably just the tip of the iceberg.
The Ford government has only just launched the new program to voluntarily test staff and students in Ontario's COVID-19 hotspots. And more positive cases are expected, with the Toronto District School Board noting they were prepared for this outcome.
Whether it's at Thorncliffe Park Public School or any other TDSB school, we assume that there is COVID in the school. That's why we have all of our health and safety precautions. So it's not unexpected. But obviously concerning when you see 19 at once.
The NDP has been calling for testing inside schools since August.
670 schools have reported cases in this province, but we simply don't really have the data to know what the real number is. Why did the government wait so long to start testing in our schools?
But Education Minister Stephen Lecce says their plan has been working, comparing the positivity rate at Thorncliffe, which is 4%, to the positivity rate in the community, which is roughly 16%.
There's a 4-time increase of transmission happening in the community, notwithstanding those schools are right at the heart of those neighborhoods. So there's something right happening in the context of the layers of prevention.
Given there is a higher percentage of cases in the surrounding community, Toronto Public Health hasn't shut the school down.
The problem is we don't actually directly measure each one. We don't know what the prevalence of COVID is in the community anywhere in Ontario, let alone in one particular neighborhood. And we also haven't been doing routine surveillance in schools.
When you hear 19 cases, do you think that school should be shut down, or do you think that it's okay that it's still open?
The main consideration there is, were those 19 cases of transmission at the school or not? COVID is showing up at school, but it's not being transmitted at school that much.
Meanwhile, the Premier still looking ahead to the light at the end of the tunnel, vaccines, but expressing his disappointment that there's still no firm delivery date.
The clock is ticking, and everyone's spending hundreds of millions of dollars, and you can't give me a delivery date?
The Premier says he'll be speaking directly with pharmaceutical companies, and he said he had a call with Pfizer this afternoon. The Ford government also announcing starting today, parents can apply for funding online to cover additional learning costs and childcare. $200 for children aged 0 to 12 and $250 for children or youth aged 0 to 21 with special needs.